Protesters from Occupy Denver getting physical as they storm a conservative blogger conference in the Mile High City. You're watching video of the first of two attempts the Occupy group made to disrupt the conference by confronting journalist Steven Crowder. Police later arrested one protester for shoving a cop. Joining us now from Denver is Fox News contributor Steven Crowder. Thanks so much for being here with us this morning. Steven, that is clearly not the image of you. There you are, Steven. Sorry for the strange graphic behind me. Good to see you, man. Look, the Occupy group has said they are not about one political party or another. So what were they doing protesting at this conservative blogger conference?
Well, let me explain what happened. These absolute, complete, total lowlives, scumbags, came to the conference. They stormed it. They tried to appropriate some radio content from Radio Row, tried to storm into the private banquet hall. It got increasingly violent and hostile. There were arrests made. They were escorted from the premises, from security, and then they came back later that night, even more violent and hostile.
But why? Because they have said their anger goes towards that 1%. Now, there may be a handful of bloggers that are in that 1%, but safe in assuming the majority of that conference is not all about Wall Street and not all about the 1%. So what was their message to you?
Well, they apparently thought that we had Koch brother money, which, by the way, if the Koch brothers are watching, I would love your money, but we don't have any. These folks are, listen, John Nolte at Big Government has documented over 200 crimes, felonies, rapes, deaths. What I want to know is, at what point does this movement become claimed to be the violent, unruly movement that it is by the mainstream media? Listen, how many rapes, how many deaths, how many felonies have to be committed? They've actually put up, I'm not kidding you, rape-free zones at some of these protests. Listen, I thought we were all raised in a rape-free zone called America. To give you context here, Dave, okay, there are two places in this country that you need to specify keeping rape to a minimum: Occupy protests and prison.
Tell me how you really feel, Steven. These groups' deadlines have passed in Occupy Portland and Seattle to vacate. Do you sense that politicians, though they initially came out in favor of them, the president, the vice president, Nancy Pelosi, do you sense that that support is waning at all?
Well, that's a political move because they think they're going to be running against Romney, and it's easy to paint him as the 1%. But as this gets increasingly violent and hostile, it will be hung around Barack Obama's neck. A good note here, again, to give context, at these protests, when these people show up to a private blogger conference on private property, they don't bring their cameras. Unlike the Tea Party, where folks said, hey, you're racist, the Tea Party response was, really? Prove it. These folks say, oh, really? Well, that's not enough footage. Well, we have footage from 9, 10, 11 different angles. It's, hey, sir, is this not you defecating on a police car? That could be anybody relieving themselves in a police car. Really? Because we have footage from 18 different angles. At what point does it become enough? And I think it's sort of jumped the shark, and Americans are sick of it, and this is going to be hung around Barack Obama's neck in 2012.
Steven Crowder not backing down from the occupiers. Fox News contributor, thank you for joining us, Mr. Crowder. Appreciate it.